Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. But then this single filter was never going to be enough. And the evidence of that is the sales growth column, which for some established companies like Britannia, Divi's Lab, Hero, Motorcorp, Dabur, etc., has been less than impressive. This brings us to step 2, wherein we filter this list for a minimum sales growth of 10% at different points over the last 10 years, and our original list of 457 companies is now down to 81, with each of these companies not only showing a high return efficiency on their capital, but also consistency with some progressive growth in their sales numbers. We find recognizable names here, including Avenue Supermarts, Titan, Varun Beverages, ICICI Lombard, etc., many of which are a part of the Marcellus and Ambit CCP list as well. And as a portfolio, the top 15 companies from this list have grown sales by 20%, profits have jumped 26%, the average ROC is also 26%, and as an equal weighted portfolio, it would have delivered 72.6% in annualized returns, making this portfolio one of the more prominent wealth creators over the past 5 years. Now, I'm sure you've noticed there aren't many banks and NBFCs in this list. Actually, there aren't any banks or NBFCs here, and that's because the ROC is not an appropriate metric when wanting to measure institutions that rely heavily on financial leverage. Instead, the ROE, the return on capital, is a better way of keeping track. And if you're keen on adding financial firms to your coffee can portfolio, then select companies with a loan book growth of at least 15% and also a minimum ROE percentage of 15%. Anyways, I'm keeping financial firms out of this study for now, but from what we have seen over the last 3-4 years, it's very much in our interest to have some additional considerations that I'll put forth in step 3 of our process. Actually, step 3 is not one step, but a combination of a few sub-steps. The first exercise is something we've already looked into. That is, we don't want the really expensive stocks in our portfolio. Again, I'm not saying that investing in every